In the heart of a sleepy, picturesque neighborhood, an old house stoically braved the elements. A canvas of time, its paint faded, floorboards groaned under years of stories. This was the Thompson family's ancestral abode. One evening, the family set off on a vacation, leaving their teenage daughter Lily alone in the creaky old house. The prospects of unbridled freedom excited Lily. The loud music, the endless marathon of her favorite shows, the late-night freedom, with no one to chide her. As darkness fell, however, the familiar walls of her home seemed to tighten their embrace a tad too much. The first night, she reveled in her solitude, ordering pizza and twirling unrestrained in the living room. But as the clock ticked past the witching hour, an unsettling feeling began to gnaw at her. Every creak became a footstep, every gust of wind a phantom sigh. In an attempt to distract herself, Lily decided to watch a horror movie. But the horror on screen seeped into her reality, making her jump at shadows and nervously scan the darkness. Scolding herself for her paranoia, she decided to retire for the night. But as she lay in bed, strange noises from downstairs began to creep into her consciousness. Initially shrugged off as the house's nocturnal murmurs, the sounds soon became too distinct to ignore. Her heart pounded as a soft whisper, barely audible but undeniably human, reached her ears. Panic surged through her as she realized she wasn't alone. She reached for her phone, ready to summon help, but the whispering abruptly ceased, leaving an unsettling silence in its wake. Fear propelled her back to her room, where she locked herself in, her heart pounding an erratic rhythm. The night passed in a whirlwind of terror and paranoia, every creak and gust of wind a potential monster lurking in the shadows. As morning broke, Lily, with exhaustion weighing heavy on her, searched the house but found no sign of an intruder. She tried to brush it off as a product of her imagination, a side effect of her horror movie marathon. However, the peculiar events didn't cease. Objects began to disappear, only to reappear in the oddest places. Footsteps echoed from empty rooms, and shadowy figures flickered in her peripheral vision. In fear and desperation, Lily reached out to her parents and friends, only to have her fears dismissed as figments of her imagination. Feeling isolated, she decided to face the unknown force. Armed with a flashlight and brimming with courage, she ventured into the depths of the house, determined to uncover the truth. And what she found was beyond anything she could ever have imagined.